Hey there, welcome back to my MapleStory main quest gameplay. In this video, we're going to continue on with Kritias main quest, part 3. If you're enjoying the gameplays so far, please do leave a like on the video and give my channel a subscribe. I will greatly appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, let's continue on with the MapleStory main quest gameplay, Kritias main quest. Okay, let's see. The honorable person banner speaks of must mean the queen. He also said that he has to stay near this place. That must be it. The queen is in here this time. It cannot be wrong. When I talk to the people around here, wait, there is still only one I haven't had the chance to talk to. Man with the mask can talk? Coming to think about it, there was no way of knowing his gender because of the mask. Whether he may be the queen or not, what is left is Kento. Let's go and talk to Kento. Kento is in front of the motel. Let's go and see him. Alright. So you are the famous traveler. What brings you to me? You want to know where? You want to know where I know of the disappeared queen. Perhaps you were thinking that I was the queen. I can tell you are not the queen just by your voice. We already know that you are having difficulties trying to find the queen, but we just need some time to make sure if you are trustworthy. I think this is a good time to end our play. End the play. What do you mean by that? I'll give you this vase. Will you throw this water to Anna, the suspicious looking man who is out the door? We were all thinking that you now are worthy of meeting the queen. Should there be any fuss, look carefully the people around you. I visited what brings you here. Bella, who does not know anything, is talking to me. Thinking about it logically, isn't that person in the mask quite suspicious? Is it alright to do this based on words of some suspicious figure? Oh wow. Oh, let's go. What are you doing? Mr. Bernard, what's going on here? I don't know. Mercedes just suddenly threw a bucket of water at me. What's going on? I thought the blemish is back. Oh no, I will let you use my handkerchief, Mr. Knight. The handkerchief is definitely the true queen. What are you doing? Throwing a bucket of water to the knight. You ask why Len holds the handkerchief, which was supposed to be given to the queen by Prama. Is that it? Since it has come to this, I guess I will have to tell you everything. I will go ahead and get ready. Please speak to me again in a bit. So this is how we get disclosed. Oh crap. I formally introduce myself. I'm the first queen of Kritias, Lone the Kritias. Please call me Lone, I think. My apologies for bothering you too much. After losing the palace and my father, that was the best option to avoid any possible threats. I asked about the day when Kritias was under attack. The story may sound inconsistent because I was not in a reconjunction then. If okay with you, I'll tell you the full story. That day, the day when Blemish invaded, we were not ready due to the sudden attack. We didn't have the time to wait for the support from other continents. Since it was obvious that further resistance would be of no use, he announced everyone to take shelter and tried to escape the palace. And as soon as we got out, we saw It looked like giant castle surrounded by light. The kingdom I grew up in was gradually elevated into the sky and eventually disappeared in clouds. I couldn't stare for much longer since the army of damage was approaching. We just managed to save ourselves by running. And after that day, the castle was not the same castle that I used to know. And so since that day, I haven't heard anything about my father. It is likely that he is captivated under the Black Mage army, and people hid my identity in order to keep the evil hands away from me. I'm telling you the truth to you. To be sincere, I will go back into disguise afterwards. I'd appreciate if you could just treat me as Camberine Lin, like before. Okay. There is another riddle besides my father's disappearance. Why had the blemish attacked Kritias, and what happened to the castle? He was going after something only existed in Kritias and was and he planned to say example. Okay, he was going after something only existed in Kritias, probably. Coming to think about it, Kritias has been famous for its advanced magic, especially Linhium Magic College is where even the students from far away came to learn magic, and the magic is what Black Mage is after. If it's magic, what's so special about it? It's embarrassing to say, but I don't know much about the magic among who's left. Helia, the scribe of the government office who best know the history, and the professor, professor of magic school, is the expert regarding magic. Since it may be a very antique magic, I think you better go see Helia first. Alright, Helia is at the street near government office. The answer you are seeking is probably related to Kritias' fate. I wish you luck in your future. Okay, fine, let's go. Okay, see, perhaps you are you here knowing that I've been looking for you? Oh, am I mistaken? What coincidence! I was looking for you. Glad you're here. About the magic book you brought here before, it turns out that the book cannot be read. Yes, I have a feeling that will be the case. No, I don't mean that. At first I thought it was written in secret codes of wizards. I thought deciphering would be a good way to pass time, so I tried. But this wasn't the secret code magic book, which has been spelled magic spell. Yes, the scripts are spelled with magic to look like to be written in different language. The text itself is not a secret code. It is a way of wizards to hide their documents, and it is my first time actually seeing it with my own eyes. That means the magic book you brought here is a very important document. If it is an important document, that could mean that it has something to do with the current Kritias. That's it, the different monsters around Kritias have all appeared at the time of the Blemish attack. It may lead us to a hint regarding the final objective of the Blemish. Will you bring this book to the professor of the magic college? Alright. Unfortunately, I don't know how to remove a spell on this book. If I knew, I probably did right then. I knew anyway. Show this magic book to prof in front of the college and ask her to and ask her the way to move. Okay. Hello, the study on the matter which you brought before is complete. I'm on my way back from reporting it to Commander Bender. Hey, you brought another new stuff. Yes. Like you said, this Grimoire is enchanted and I can't just disenchant it. Sun spells destroy their charges the moment they are lifted. Are you saying it's impossible to disenchant this book? That's right. It's impossible to get rid of this magic even if it's owner of the magic book. But they won't be able to read it like this. They probably have a tool to disable this book. And what kind of tool is that? I assume it's a magic orb. Mages of Kritias often carry around a magic orb with them. It's very convenient since by using a magic orb, you don't have to cast a new spell every time. They probably have a enchanted magic orb that can disable the hidden letters of this magic book, which means that if we have that magic orb, we can read this book. Yes, you said that the one that was holding this magic book was corrupted high class wizard, correct? Then they must also have the magic marbles with which you can read magic book. Bring me magic marble from corrupt high class wizard. Unfortunately, it is impossible to know what our magic is spelled on it just by looking at the appearance of the magic marble. So the only way to find out is to collect as many magic marbles as we can and hope that there is the answer among those. The more the orb, the higher our chance. But for now, please just bring 10. Okay. Okay, I see. You brought the magic marbles that I asked for. Let me see them. If you bring the orbs of the Grimoire one by one, at least one of them has to reactivate. There is one. It seems to me that the contents of the magic book is something about the magic square. It's about a respectable size magic square. But I don't recall seeing a magic square in Kritias. I am like that too. A magic square of such size has to be visible. Wait, if that magic square is a place somewhere it cannot be seen, then question mark. If my forecast is correct, there should be something critical happening. Will you gather some fragments of tower from outside the town? Okay. I need the broken pieces of the castle that's floating up there. You can get it by defeating monsters with sleeping in the name. At the endless forest of tragedy, please bring back 10 fragments of the tower. Okay, sure. Alright, let's go.
목적지에 도착했습니다. 일시. 목적지에 도착했습니다.
I see. Great. You brought the fragments of the tower. Fortunately, the power of magic is still left in me, although very weak. I will do some research and report to you on the outcome. As I worried, that castle, the power that lifted Kritias' palace up into the sky was a magic circle. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is that the huge castle is merely a part of the magic circle. A part of the magic circle. Yes, the palace is part of the very large, so a part of a very large magic circle. The true size of the magic circle is probably enough to compass the entire kingdom of Kritias. Without a doubt, the blemish is trying to turn the entire Kritias into one huge magic circle. The whole of Kritias is a magic circle. I'm not sure that the size of the I don't know how to pronounce it. Necessary correlates to the power of the magic. However, however you pronounce the word, created with such extreme measures can't possibly be of ordinary strength. A magic that uses an entire country. If such a magic is triggered, I'm sure it will affect the entirety of Maple World. Perhaps that's related to the reason why Kritias reappeared in Maple World. No, there is no evidence of a definitive correlation at this time. However, all magic practitioners in Kritias can feel it. The magic of Kritias is disappearing. Kritias' reappearance in Maple World, coincides with that feeling. The magic is disappearing. Yes, I'm sure of it. This impossible chains of events. I beg of you, please tell Eve about this as soon as possible. I'll give you a returning magic marble, with which will get you to Eve. Please deliver this message to Eve quickly. I hope that you would save Kritias from this doom future. Alright, so you just use this. Okay, you are back. I'm ready to listen to the conclusion of the long journey. Hold on. A magic square that used the entire kingdom. What can that be? Okay, a magic square that used the entire kingdom. That's impossible. That means Kritias hasn't destroyed, but was placed somewhere in the gap between time and space by the intention of the blemish. Something's not right. Why would they need to do that? I don't understand why they make an entire kingdom into a how do I pronounce the word? Hide it in subspace canvas and only now make it reappear. And with that and with the king of Kritias also missing, it's difficult to get involved in the matter. There are people from hundreds of years ago. We don't know what the repercussion of the Alliance intervention will be. We need you to go to Kritias once again and find out what's really going on. What happened in Kritias the day the castle started floating? Where is the king? What the blemish was looking for in Kritias? Things like that. Will you accept the mission? Reports indicate that the royal family and their servants managed to escape. It's a sensitive matter, but it would be best to ask them about the king's whereabouts. Maid Prema may know something. From the sounds of it, she's a tough person, but she's a good place to start. Alright, this back and forth. Okay, let's go.
목적지에 도착.
Do you still have something more to talk about? Yes. You mean His Majesty the King? What in the world are you thinking? I don't know where His Majesty is. It's not that I'm hiding it. I really don't know. His Majesty was traveling somewhere earlier that day when the tragedy happened, and then he evacuated all of us, then disappeared. Where was he traveling? I don't really know. He had a very small entourage and he went on his usual route. It was his usual route, but you don't know where he went? Right, on that day of His Majesty's travels, no one is allowed to ask about the destination. Very few people knew about it. Does anyone still know about it? There's one surviving member, Haley. The scribe knows where the king was going. Okay. Haley member is a capable administrator. If God Captain Bundle was the king's sword, Haley was the king's hand. Everything that His Majesty did will pass through his hands. For the record, His Majesty's disappearance is entirely unrelated to his travels. His Majesty was a compassionate and wise king. We are alive today because he evacuated us. Of course, there was a lot of talk of eternal life and immortality lately, but His Majesty is old now, so it shouldn't be surprising, right? Oh god, another one. In any case, if you have more questions, go to Haley the scribe. I don't know anything else. Don't be another like what was the quest again? The one the king sacrificed his old. Wait, was it? Oh yeah, Lion's King Castle. Yeah. Don't be like that again. Okay, maybe not. Oh, don't be like the Oren. By she sacrificed her whole kingdom just for immortality as well. Okay, let's see. The destination of His Majesty Hekaton. The king's destination is a state secret, but maybe it can't be held under these circumstances. His Majesty's disappearance is a major incident for Kritias, but the state of public order makes a search impossible. Captain Bundle is barely defending Kritias, plus we can't even begin to approach the fifth. Okay, that day, His Majesty. On the day of the tragedy, His Majesty Hekaton visited a top secret area in the underground of Kritias. There was a top secret area. Maybe a few people have heard about it through rumors, but no one talks about it. His Majesty has strictly forbidden us to speak of its existence, and then he went missing. Yes, that's why I'm making it. So that's why I'm talking about it now. After His Majesty went to that place, he went missing, and Kritias disappeared for a couple hundred years, and then reappeared. Sometimes I wonder if we're all actually dead. What is the top secret area? There is something there, something that caused all this. That is probably what caused that day. Is there someone who visited that place? Yes, there's one person who did. Okay, who? It's the girl Captain Bundle. Okay. Bundle had taken that to the top secret area. After that day, we never talk about it. But I know that because I was the administrator of Bundle Shift that day. Okay, what is that? Captain Bundle will probably explain more about that. Okay, what is that? Alright. Don't tell me something related to the blemish. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. Oh, welcome. We are short on men, so it's good to. Okay, not about that. The top secret area. How did you? I see you are investigating the disappearance of His Majesty. I'm embarrassed. The Kritias Captain can only focus on the defense of this place and can't assert his king's well-being. But there's no country without its people. I'm sure His Majesty will understand. I heard you I heard you have transferred something to the top secret area. Yeah, I took it there. The omen of disaster. It's a grandiose name, isn't it? But in reality, it was just a girl, a survivor of that half-magic stone ancient in the plaza. A girl, something in the form of a girl. That thing isn't human. It was something more like a terrifying being with unknown powers. I took the thing to the laboratory in the underground Kritias and Kian. His Majesty sternly ordered every soldier there that day not to speak of it. Who else was there that day? Her Majesty's researchers. I don't know any more than that. I never saw many of the researchers who entered that top secret area ever again. I'm afraid to say any more than this, however. I had seen among the evacuees a man I recognized from that top secret area, and it was none other than the princess herself who vouched for his identity. I'm sure Princess Noon can tell you more than I can about His Majesty, about the top secret area, and about the events of the day. I have a nagging suspicion that we have not sought to find His Majesty because we are afraid to know the truth. Ah. Okay, let's go find out then. Do you have something new to share? The whereabouts of my father? All of this happened to us wasn't the invasion of the blemish cause of it all? What does my father's disappearance have anything to do with this? I tell her all the testimonies I collected so far, the top secret area and my father's traveling, and the omen of disaster that was imprisoned there. I see, my father never told me about any of those things. I had never heard of them. That's the truth. However, I mentioned that Kritias is a kingdom where magic ruled the place. I know who the best magician in the land is my father. King Hekiton is a magician. I never been able to acquire magical abilities no matter how much I tried, but unlike me, my father is a grand mage that no one else at the Magic Academy could match. If the blemish was after Kritias magic, my father would be his first target. So did the blemish invade Kritias to capture the king? We can't be sure, however, maybe it was because he delved too deeply into magical knowledge. At some point, I began to think that sometimes my father just didn't seem like himself. He was so compassionate and wise, but he would often lose control and give in to uncontrollable desires, especially on the morning of the tragedy. What happened? He seemed very excited. I thought something good was going on, even though I didn't know where he was going or what he was doing. I have heard that there is a survivor from the top secret area whose identity has been vouched for by you, princess. Actually, yes, there's someone who was with my father until the end. Right, who? He said he's going to move on with his life by hiding his name and his face. It's not appropriate for me to reveal his identity. That's all I can tell you about him. Go find Kanto outside, he'll tell you the rest. Okay, that will be it for this part of the gameplay. If you're enjoying my gameplay videos so far, please do leave a like on the video and give my channel a subscribe. I will greatly appreciate it. Thanks. And again, thanks for watching and have a great day.